Hi everyone and welcome once again to NJPW Extra. I'm Chris Charlton and it's getting festive here in the NJPW Event Center. We hope you've had a wonderful Christmas and are getting set for a big new year. The 50th anniversary year 2022 for New Japan Pro Wrestling gets started January the 4th and January the 5th in the Tokyo Dome, Wrestle Kingdom 16 on njpwworld.com, live and in English. There's plenty to look forward to in 2022, but this week we're going to look back on 2021. I've enlisted some friends to help me, and we're going to take a look at the very best around the world in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Plus, a great featured match as Yehi and Yuta will take on White and Hikuleo. But first, let's look at what's been happening around the world in New Japan Pro Wrestling in 2021. In a tumultuous 2021, one thing that was a guarantee in New Japan Pro Wrestling on both sides of the Pacific is that everybody wants to be the best, and everybody wants the gold. Kota Ibushi started the year January the 4th and 5th with a pair of victories that saw him lift the IWGP Heavyweight and Intercontinental Championships, but he had designs on the strongest and the best in New Japan being united under one World Heavyweight Championship. Yet while Ibushi was the first holder of that new belt, he would also fall at the first defense hurdle to Will Ospreay in his own first defense against the Dragon Shingo Takagi in Fukuoka. Ospreay fought to victory in an instant classic war, but after amassing incredible damage, would have to relinquish the title he had fought so hard for. Shingo Takagi captured the vacant gold in June at Dominion, and with defenses against Hiroshi Tanahashi, Evil, and Zack Sabre Jr. established himself as more than worthy of MVP status in 2021 and the best in NJPW. But the unpinned, unsubmitted, and undefeated former champion had other ideas, as did the resurgent Kazuchika Okada, who was victorious in an incredible G1 Climax 31 campaign. After Ospreay and Okada butted heads at Battle in the Valley at San Jose and Shingo Takagi responded from Japan, it was decided that 2 nights at Wrestle Kingdom 16 would settle it all. All the controversy will be cleared and there will be one undisputed best professional wrestler in the world after January the 5th in the Tokyo Dome, live and in English on njpwworld.com. But Ospreay and Okada were not the only ones to bring gold to the United States in 2021. Hiroshi Tanahashi would make history by winning the IWGP US Heavyweight Championship over Lance Archer at Resurgence, which saw New Japan Pro Wrestling of America finally bring action to fans in America once again. While leading the way on NJPW Strong throughout the year was Filthy Tom Lawler. Winning New Japan Cup USA 2021 made Tom Lawler the first ever Strong Openweight champion, and whether or not you could agree with his brash personality, Lawler acquitted himself with defenses against Chris Dickinson, Carl Fredericks, Satoshi Kojima, Leo Rush, Ren Narita, and finally Fred Rosser. In 2022, champions in Japan and the US will seek to make their mark on the 50th anniversary year of New Japan Pro Wrestling, and it all gets started at Wrestle Kingdom 16. But as we continue to reflect on 2021, what are the thoughts of 2 men that have seen it all throughout the year? Alex Koslov and Kevin Kelly are standing by.
Hi everybody, Kevin Kelly, Alex Koslov here on YouTube. We want to wish everybody a very happy holidays. Hope the best of the season comes to you and all of yours. Now it's a great time, I think, to look back at 2021, Alex. We have seen incredible action both in Japan and in the United States, all under the umbrella of New Japan Pro Wrestling.
And when I think about great matches, I think about Texas, when it was Carl Fredericks versus the Commonwealth Kingpin. One-on-one, emotions ran high, and what a spectacular match where Will Ospreay, he overcame it, as he always does.
Obviously, Wrestle Kingdom is right around the corner, and Will Ospreay will, of course, face the winner Night 1 of Wrestle Kingdom, January 4th, at Shingo Takagi defending the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship against G1 Climax 31 winner Kazuchika Okada, and then Will Ospreay waiting in the wings. And we'll finally settle the question of who is the real world champion by the time Wrestle Kingdom is in the books. My favorite match of the year, Alex, happened in Nagoya, and it was Hiroshi Tanahashi versus Kenta. Now, what made this match to me so dynamic was not just the rivalry between the two, but the fact that Katsuyori Shibata was doing commentary at ringside. And let's see how it all unfolded in Nagoya. It's Tanahashi versus Kenta. So it has been a fantastic year, 2021, just about in the books, and we want to invite you to start the 50th anniversary of New Japan Pro Wrestling. The golden anniversary begins with Wrestle Kingdom, January 4th, January 5th. Both events from Tokyo Dome, and you can see them both live on NJPWWorld.com. For Alex Koslov, I'm Kevin Kelly, and we'll see you at Wrestle Kingdom.
Some fantastic action around the world in NJPW in 2021. And appropriate that Kevin Kelly should choose that great moment with Katsuyori Shibata in Nagoya from earlier in the year. Of course, Katsuyori Shibata, the wrestler, will wrestle Night 1 of Wrestle Kingdom 16, January the 4th. A night headlined by Kazuchika Okada versus Shingo Takagi for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. And that's not all. Of course, the winner of that main event will face Will Ospreay on Night 2. Some amazing action to come. We'll have a special preview for you right here next week. And if you're able to watch New Japan Pro Wrestling action in person, you should absolutely take that chance. January the 15th, Seattle, standing room only. Make sure you snap out those last few spots for a great card with some matches already announced. Then February 17th, we turn around and head back to the Vermont Hollywood for Rivals. Tickets on sale for both events, njpw1972.com for more information. Can't be there? Well, wherever you are, you can be there with njpwworld.com, live and in English, January the 4th and 5th, 2022. Let's take you to some action right now though, for free, as Hikuleo and Jay White face Fred Yehi and Wheeler Yuta. Some great tag team action for you in our extra exclusive. Matt Raywalt and Alex Koslov are calling the action.
Here he comes, the never open weight champion, the leader of the Bullet Club, ready for action.
Why don't we say thanks ahead of time, Matt? Let's say thank you, Jay White, for this house. Thank you for keeping the lights on.
Thanks for the house, brother.
Thank you for getting us through the pandemic.
Your adulation, your accolades for Jay White, they grow every single time I think you see him.
Did you know?
Something else grows.
Do you remember that he was the one? He single-handedly sold out Madison Square Garden.
He never lets us forget it.
The first ever Triple Crown champion.
And
how about the young gun, this monster?
第33代ネバー無差別級チャンピオンスイッチブレイドシェイホワイト
Right, Bullet Club represented here by its leader Jay White and the big Tongan Hikuleo, a young man who's been adopted by the Bullet Club, has so much potential. He's a beast in the ring. Nearly 7 feet tall. What an enforcer for the Bullet Club. What a get. Someone like Hikuleo might be considered a heavyweight, but the savage weight He's impressive in his own right, and Wheeler Yuta is one of the most versatile athletes we have in New Japan Strong here as well.
Yes, welcome to the tour of US of J. A new America, a land of opportunity. Thank you, Jay.
Was there not opportunity before Jay White? I forgot that, 1776, whatever, forget about that. It wasn't until Jay White came.
It was a facade of opportunity. Right now, with Jay White in the house, I mean, clearly he's a giving man when he steps into the ring with these rising stars, because when they're in the ring, like Wheeler Yuta and Fred Yehi, when they step into the ring with the current never openweight champion, their stock rises automatically.
Well, they're going to be looking to prove themselves against the established star that is Jay White, and kudos to the never openweight champ. He's going to start this match out up in the ring. He's not going to sit back on his laurels. He's going to teach these guys a thing or two, show them what's good.
This is what's interesting, is both Jay White and Fred Yehi, they have about 9 years of wrestling experience. But the career of Jay White has taken off. He's so accomplished in the last 4 years, especially when he came back from his excursion. His career took a turn.
It's obviously he's been on very much a skyrocket-like trajectory. And it's because of things like that, tactics like that. Ever since he's been associated with the Bullet Club, he has been fresh with those tactics.
And look at that, now he has the advantage. Now that he's the legal man, he has the advantage. He's got Fred Yehi where he wants him.
You may not like it. Nothing if not effective, but
God. The power in that chop.
But Fred Yehi able to withstand that barrage, that, and gets his hands on Jay White.
Very explosive and technical is Fred Yehi.
He letting King Switch know, I will not bow down. I will simply break you down. As you see the strength of Fred Yehi.
Holding on to the arm of Jay White, tagging in Wheeler Yuta. Some tag team work between these two.
Yuta again earning a lot of praise in the pro wrestling world these days. There you go, there's a tactic, stomp the toe. Big senton from Yuta. And now Yehi dropping Hikuleo off the apron. And now they're just kind of mirroring the Bullet Club. They're monkey see, monkey do. What's good for the goose is good for the gander, maybe.
Well, it certainly served them well right now.
It is Yuta and Yehi who have Jay White alone in the ring. And now Yuta looking to tie up the never openweight champion. Octopus stretch applied in the middle of the ring. And you twist and grind to add a little more.
Sunset flip.
And the opening predicament here for Jay White, kick out. But Yuta stays in control.
But you know better than anybody, Jay White is always a couple of steps ahead. And look at that. Sending Wheeler Yuta to the outside where he had the young gun take him out with a big boot.
Exemplified by that action. No, you're absolutely right. Jay White, one of the most impressive and intelligent competitors in all of New Japan Pro Wrestling across the entire world. Into the cover goes the champ. Kick out by Yuta. And Bullet Club now in firm control.
Oh my God. What a chop from the big man.
And that's not just any chop. That comes from a nearly 7-foot monster who's young, who's hungry.
And vicious. Got him on his shoulder, looking to drop him with a power slam.
Huge power slam. 7-foot crash for Yuta, but Yehi's in there to make sure the match is not over yet.
And while the referee is distracted by Fred Yehi, Hikuleo took advantage with his Hands all over
those massive hands of Hikuleo. And now they have Wheeler Yuta exactly where they want him. Isolated, far away. Ooh. Far away from his partner Fred Yehi, and you saw the way Jay White opened up the ribs there of Wheeler Yuta to get another shot there to weaken the ribs.
Oh, did you hear that?
Into the cover, kick out by Yuta.
That is exactly the way that you can bruise your ribs.
You bruise
can
those
break
ribs.
those ribs, but even when they're bruised, it's impossible to breathe.
It's hard to breathe. When you can't breathe, you can't fight. It's hard to go on. It's hard to stay in this matchup, especially when you got to do things like kick out. And now, into the cover again goes Jay White after that backbreaker. And small thing, you see the way he was holding Yuta up there. Again, gravity has a lot of power. Gravity's trying to pull Yuta down. There's pressure on the back and ribs, that whole midsection of Wheeler Yuta that entire time, and then finishing it with the backbreaker. Smart move by Jay White.
Wheeler Yuta trying to fight back, but Hikuleo
maybe
exhibiting
not
his
the time
dominance.
to pick a chop fight with a 7-foot Tongan. Huge,
Wow.
huge backdrop. And Yuta is in a horrible way. As Jay White looks to take advantage, taking the cover, no. Goes for it again, forcing Wheeler Yuta to kick out again. 3 times the charm here.
Well, this is the tactic of Jay White. That's how he wears his opponents down. Every time Wheeler Yuta needs to kick out, he expends more and more energy.
And not just the cardio energy, not just the actual wind it takes to kick out, but he's compressing his ribs in midsection every time he has to do it, which is, again, the target of Jay White and Hikuleo so far.
And Wheeler Yuta is having a harder and harder time to get up.
It's true, we saw him fighting a lot from underneath, getting to his feet, but now at the last few moments, he's been pretty much flat on the mat in a bad way. But somehow lands on his feet. Whoa! What a recovery from Wheeler Yuta. This could be the opening he needs to get to his partner, make the tag to Fred Yehi, and turn the tide of this matchup. What tag to Hikuleo is made first.
Unfortunately, Wheeler Yuta too slow to get to Fred Yehi. Hikuleo stopping him in his tracks, continuing the onslaught.
Yuta not quite able to recover enough. But maybe he is there, and he makes the tag to Yehi. Yehi is now in, bringing the fight. The savage weight, bringing it to the heavyweight. And you know he's wanted in this match for a few minutes now, for quite a while.
Real heavy-handed, this Fred Yehi.
And he's bringing the speed, he's bringing the intensity, he's bringing those heavy-handed forearms, as you said. And he has not stopped fighting Hikuleo here.
And I think the only thing that's stopping Hikuleo from collapsing is the rope behind him.
It's very true. Now Jay White in, looking to make the save for his team, but gets a chop for his efforts. And the assault continues as he chops the big oak down. And here are those knees. Huge intensity.
God.
All that momentum.
Driving all that weight, driving that hip into the midsection of Hikuleo.
And now Hikuleo, who stood so tall, is struggling to get back to his feet for a second here. And now you got to be kidding me. You're going to try to suplex the big man.
I mean, he's strong, but I'm not sure he's got the strength to pick up this 264-pound monster.
He's going to try. Hikuleo tries to do one of his own. Yehi slips out. Big elbow. And short arm clothesline stops the momentum of Yehi.
Takes the head off him on that one.
And King switch back in the ring. Huge European uppercut in the corner. And now could be some teamwork. That twisting suplex, huge splash. Into the cover goes Jay White, could be it here. Yuta, just in time, makes the save.
Hikuleo sends Wheeler Yuta to the outside.
Just as quickly as Yuta got back in the ring, he's once again on the outside. And Hikuleo isn't quite done yet.
Trying to drive him into that post, but Wheeler Yuta gets out of the way and pushes all that weight into the post of Hikuleo.
Using the momentum of Hikuleo against him, Yuta finding an advantage. And now it is Fred Yehi who's fighting off Jay
Oh.
White, but a chop for his trouble. Oh, back fist, huge spinning back fist from Fred Yehi. And you saw Jay White there just kind of buckled at the knees.
I think he's stunned.
But now you see Jay White has no partner to tag. Hikuleo hit that post.
That is not a good situation for him to be in. Wheeler Yuta in the ring.
Now Yuta is back in, recovered, refreshed, and ready to go, ready to take it to the
Huge.
never open weight champion. Yuta,
Kicks Jay White off his feet.
nothing if not impressive. A house of fire almost crushing the referee right there. Yuta, huge headbutt, taking down Jay White. And Yuta feeling it, getting the crowd here in Philly behind him. Could be looking to put this one away, but Jay White grabbing the hair, always a step ahead.
Oh!
Great combination offense here from the team of Yuta and Yehi. Exploder suplex in. Yuta following up with a huge splash. Covered by Yuta. Could be it. Somehow, 2.9. Jay White has the wherewithal to kick out. Meanwhile, off screen, it was Hikuleo who pulled Yehi out, slamming him into the barricade as a way to take advantage one more time. And now the Goozle onto Yuta. But Yehi finds his way back into the ring here.
Tosses him to the outside, and now it's Jay White and Hikuleo in the ring with Wheeler Yuta. Oh. That just angered the monster.
Oh, but you see Yuta.
My goodness.
He was willing to stand there and take it. He was willing to take the fight, but it was just too much, driving him to the mat.
He lands on the apron there.
Great resilience from Wheeler Yuta here, withstanding this entire barrage, almost like taking on two huge springboard crossbody to the outside, crashing all the way to the floor on top of the 7-foot monster. And now looking to take it back to Jay White.
Wow. Using the rope to get back into the ring.
Launch himself back in, German suplex, suicide dive.
Oh!
Huge tope from Wheeler Yuta, building the momentum he so desperately needs, throwing Jay White back into the ring, and Yuta is feeling it, but he's got to get in there. He's got to get a cover on Jay White.
He certainly wasted a little bit of time here. He should have just capitalized on the down Jay White, and this is why.
Just enough gets the Blade Runner into the cover. 1, 2, 3, and King Switch wins it for the Bullet Club.
And that's all he needs. Blade Runner, 1, 2, 3, just like that, and out of nowhere.
ヒクレオ J ワイト組の勝利です
And just like that, it was that extra moment. It was all that Jay White needed to line up his shot. 3, 2, 1, let's jam, and the Blade Runner struck. But take nothing away from Yuta and Yehi. They brought the fight every minute of this matchup. And Jay White and Hikuleo that is not an easy force to withstand, and Yuta and Yehi did it, but it is indeed Bullet Club who once again stands tall. And once again, Jay White wants to let us know how he feels.
We're going to be treated to a
You think he'll tell us that he sold out Madison Square Garden again?
Well, look, if people don't remember, you got to remind them. It's quite a feat. Oh, you know what?
Oh, we saved it. Okay.
Look, he clearly does not believe that the people here in Philadelphia are worthy
Of a
of
speech.
hearing his voice, His Highness speak. Come on.
Switch.
Throw it up. Throw it up, man.
Not
It's
throwing
just
up
too
anything.
sweet. Come on, throw it up in there.
I'll throw you up and over the rail. How about that?
Some great action to finish up 2021 here on NJPW Extra. Extra will be taking a week off next week, but myself and Kevin Kelly will be here to break down every single match and every single moment before Wrestle Kingdom 16 in the Tokyo Dome on NJPW World, so don't you dare miss it. And Extra will return in the new year. We hope to see you then. Happy New Year, happy holidays. Until next time, Gokigenyo, sayonara.